Hi everyone. Hey, it's ChoomRoom. It's episode 4. I'm your host, Griffin Patrick Davis. But I kind of, wanted to do a serious note here at the top of the show to let you know, yes, we are still here in BullyFighterz HQ down here on floor -14, and was expecting to not be here still. Was expecting to be back upstairs, and it has been difficult. It has been difficult behind the scenes, and I want to make that clear because I feel like what's happening to the show is it's kind of under attack. And I think we've all felt under attack a little bit over the last couple of weeks, haven't we? And I have this contract here, this contract that we signed when we first started the show and when everything was really hunky-dory and it was all smiles and dots and I's and T's. I found some stuff in here that's gonna blow your mind. BullyFighterz is trying to ruin me. Is trying to ruin the show, and they're trying to take it, trying to ruin our movement. And we're not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. I've got some stuff here that's gonna freak you out, and we're gonna talk to a whole panel of legal experts about this, because I'm not going down. And they better watch it. You guys better watch it, okay? You hear me? This will not stand. The whole point was to not be a bully. So let's start the show. Our first panelist, first guest, they are a social media influencer, they are an entrepreneur, and a multi-million-dollar OnlyFans creator. Please welcome to the show, SugarBaby. Come on in. Come on in.
Merry Christmas.
It's June. So, SugarBaby.
I have my whole thing is about Christmas because it's my favorite holiday.
Right. Well, I guess we could release this one late. I wasn't really planning on this being a Christmas episode.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, and goodbye. So.
Can I talk about
SugarBaby.
Can I talk about my ornaments?
Yeah, and sorry, you're so quiet I can barely hear you.
Can I talk about my ornaments?
Yeah, please. I mean, everyone, it's what we all came here to see.
I'm bringing in some of my favorite ornaments.
Okay.
So this one is let's see. Oh, this is a Jewish star. I don't know what that means.
First Christmas item is a Jewish star. Great.
This one is pink, the color of my asshole. This is poppers. Okay. Don't get it for your parents. This is about a 12-inch tree. That is a great size.
Are you just selling stuff?
No, I'm just talking about my favorite ornaments.
Okay. This is riveting.
Thanks. This is turquoise. I cannot spell that.
So I thought when we booked you, we thought you were doing a routine with the ornaments, but you're just showing the ornaments off.
Oh, I can do a routine, but that'll be like $100,000 if I do a real routine.
Wow. Can't even give us a little snippet?
Okay. Well, normally this one would cost you about $10,000. Okay, and go. That would cost about $10,000.
Wow, that would cost $10,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty popular.
Wait, so sorry. Are we just doing the ornaments?
Well, that's what I came on here to do, is talk about my favorite holiday, Christmas. I'm a reindeer.
Okay.
Can you tell what I am? I'm a reindeer. Moo.
Right. And now I know my producers tell me that you have sort of, a routine that you know.
Well,
has
like
been
I
very
said, I already
successful
did
for you?
one routine, and normally I charge, but this is another routine. This one is about depending on the day and how I'm feeling. This one's about $25,000. This routine. So we'll start the routine.
It's small movements. It's not too big.
And
It's
that's the routine.
that's the whole. Oh yeah, wow. So folks, we're lucky we got the full routine that time. A lot of people are saying that sex work and OnlyFans and it's kind of leading to a little bit of degeneracy in society.
What is that?
What would you say to those people?
First off, I would ask them to tell me what that means.
He'd have to do a quick definition.
And what does it mean?
What does it mean? You asking the audience?
I don't know what those words meant.
Gotcha.
I don't know what degeneracy
So
means.
we're gonna leave the degeneracy. You personally.
No,
you
what is
don't-
that? Okay,
Degenerate's a scumbag.
I'll figure that out.
You don't know what degenerate means?
Is that 3 words or 1?
I just feel like even using some context clues, you could square the circle there.
You guys want to see my hole?
So it seems like you know a lot about negotiations and content creation. Let me tell you a little about this here. So we promised BullyFighterz that the first episode of the show would get that it would get 1 million views, and it didn't get a million views. But in my mind, that was a verbal agreement, which is non-binding. But then I found out that it was also written down and signed. We didn't get that million. We got close. How much did we get, Sydney?
682.
We got 682, which a lot of people on the web are telling me is a strong start.
I've been on this show for like 7 seconds, and I'm like, God, I'd rather be at Subway or like Arby's. Ugh.
What if someone ruined your thing?
I would probably start showing hole then.
Well, that's enough from SugarBaby. Why don't we welcome our next panelist to the couch? They're a former CIA agent, and they're coming out with a New York Post best-selling book with the title, It's Just a Coincidence That I Happen to Be at Every American Mass Shooting. Let's welcome Degregory Mausoleum.
Yes, I don't do the handshake because I allegedly was the one that brought COVID from China. Bow!
Breaking news.
Yes.
We're gonna need an intern to clip that. That's morning breaking news.
Wait, this is being recorded?
Oh yeah, these are all 3 of these are rolling, and that is a whole live studio audience that you just stepped through. Kind of came out of.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm pretty drunk then.
Yeah. Well, it's
The government pays me to sit around and get drunk, and I look at a computer screen. But
it looks like you live a bachelor's life now.
Well, I do a lot of traveling. I travel.
Oh, we love travel.
The CIA, as you know, doesn't work within the U.S., but I travel
Right.
to every city just
Sure.
to kind of check it out, especially around elections
Right.
and
It's essentially
right before devastating terrorist attacks.
just before, and you're sort of you've been sort of almost omnipresent around all sorts of events around the world. So how do you get such an early? Are you just an early bird getting the worm kind of situation, or how do you just happen to end up being everywhere? We're not.
What?
Don't bring that up.
Don't bring up the. It's part of the book. It's in the book.
You're sweating so much.
I think it's in the book. I didn't read the book.
The book's about my cross-country trips.
Oh.
And the title of the book says that it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence because you're busy doing cross country.
It's not even. I feel like we don't even need to even talk about it.
I'm not pointing any fingers here. My fingers are down. They're astray.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're so stressed.
Yes.
Release the stress.
You got very stressed.
Well, I've killed men and women,
Okay.
children.
And what's the ratio?
1 to 1 to 1 to 1. 1 to 1 to 1. Woman, man, baby. I make sure to even it out.
If they're all 1 to 1, you don't have to worry about the order of the nouns. If they're all 1 to 1 to 1.
No, because it's for me.
Okay.
It's for how I go to sleep. It's
Man.
like counting sheep.
Right. Yeah.
But it's for me
That's how
because
you
I
go to
need
sleep.
to.
Right. There's some scary kids out there. I mean, first of all, they're annoying.
I'm so glad someone finally said it. These kids are always yapping and they're always running around. Potential terror threats.
Right.
We don't know how many of these kids that we should be putting in cages.
Right. Sure. And who knows if it's the right kids? We might be getting the wrong kids in the cages. I think that's the main problem. Any experience with kids in cages?
No.
Yeah. So what's it? I'm not pointing any fingers. You are sweating a lot. You're soaking wet. But
I'll say this. I get a little bit nervous to be sitting on a couch with two men in an interview situation because I got a lot to hide.
Okay, yeah.
And so I do have half of my back molar broken, and I think a little bit of the cyanide has leaked out from the capsule.
Oh dear.
And I'm starting to feel the effects.
Wow. Well, somebody Google how fatal that is, because I think we could probably wrap you out.
Just a little bit is fine.
Yeah, just a little bit.
From my experience. Oh, we used to microdose cyanide back in the agency.
Yeah.
When the Pentagon is actually not where we do
weird
government stuff. Yeah, that's actually not it.
Where is it?
The Triangle. It's the Bass Pro Shop in Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
It's a pyramid.
Whoa.
And on 9/11, they crashed a plane today, and no one fucking cared.
An additional plane was crashed into the
Bass Pro Shop. It's the third biggest pyramid in the world. I just happened to be there that day. I had nothing to do with it.
And you are the sole witness of this event as of right now.
Fuck, did no one else know about that?
I mean, no one else report. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Why did I agree to come on to here?
So,
Do you guys want to see my $1 million move I make on OnlyFans?
yeah.
Okay. That was it. Thank you.
$1 million move. Wow.
$1 million?
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
You have a future in working for the government, son. We would love to see more of that. Why don't you bring that to the White House?
I
Sure.
would love that.
Maybe you could make a
Obama,
connection
you've got
there.
it coming for you.
How do you feel about the White House right now? Oh God.
I'm fine.
Oh, it's the cyanide again. I think.
I'm fine.
Maybe rinse it out.
So whenever you're gagging, your best bet is to breathe through your nose.
There you go. Yeah.
That helped.
Yeah, it helped a little bit, right?
That helped.
Look like a new guy.
Where's my gun?
What?
Where's my gun?
What?
Where's my gun?
I don't.
Oh.
Your arm?
I was just seeing people.
Right. And
I forgot
Sorry.
they were there.
If everyone could-
I forgot they were there.
everyone could clap a little quieter. So, without putting any fingers, the last question I wanted to ask you, it was riveting to find out about the Bass Pro Shop as being an additional 9/11. That seems like it might be its whole other thing. I might have to bring you on my secondary podcast for us to really dish on that one.
I would love to go on that.
Yeah, sure. But, I want to ask, and again, not pointing the fingers, and you are sweating a lot, and you've kind of frozen up. And
Noticeable.
and your neck has
Does
sort
it
of
look like I'm lying?
arched. You've got an arched neck.
Doesn't seem like I'm lying. I've been
But here's what
out
I'll-
of the agency for a little bit. I don't know how to do this anymore.
You've got your ear in interesting places.
Ah, yes, yeah.
And anything?
Literally and metaphorically, I have actually a fake ear that I stick. I can take off if I
Nice.
need, and I put it. I
Yeah.
put it in places just in case I need to listen.
Right.
I usually put it in women's bathrooms, though.
Sure.
I'm wearing reindeer horns.
Those aren't ears.
They're horns.
What are your thoughts about the CIA?
I think it's really exciting to know that there's a few people gathering together to work for one common mission.
Yeah. Well, that's more than I expected.
I still observe and report. For example, I was in Las Vegas a couple of years ago.
Sure.
I was having a beautiful dinner with the Shah of Iran's daughter in the fountain. They drained the fountain. I know Terry Benedict, owner of the Bellagio.
Name dropper, okay.
He drained the fountain
He drained the
of
fountain.
the Bellagio for me and the Shah of Iran's daughter to have dinner in.
Why would...
And he let me have his daughter. You know? So, says a little bit about the pull that the American government has. The Shah of Iran let me have his daughter at the Bellagio. And we were at the Bellagio fountain because I'm a close personal friend of Terry Benedict, the owner of the Bellagio. And then we had a whole dinner at the Bellagio. The problem was I ordered ham for the lady, and where the Shah of Iran's daughter's from, you can't eat ham.
That's an awkward...
I'm good.
You need a...
It's just, I got a drop. It's like the spiciest hot sauce you've ever had.
Right. This is kind of like Hot Ones right now. We're doing a little bit of a Hot One.
He's in the agency. They get the spicy on the hot wings.
Yeah.
They do the dab.
Right.
That is actually mind control, and then it makes the celebrities turn into Democrats for the rest of their life.
Oh.
I'm biting down all the
And
way.
that's another exclusive.
Oh my God.
Apparently.
Your watch.
Thank you. It's actually not a watch, it's a bomb. In case I need to explode.
How many suicide devices are on your body right now?
Well, I've got the cyanide capsule. I've got the watch.
The watch.
I have shoelaces, which you can use to hang yourself.
Sure, which everyone has.
If you're in a pickle.
So that's not super
I also
spy.
learned how to throw my neck really hard.
Oh.
But I did it once, and you can, and then it wasn't there.
So you were trying to commit suicide and you failed at it.
Yes.
I think that's what makes you a hero.
Yes. My hotel room was the one where the bullets were coming from.
We're back to Vegas
in
in the
Vegas.
Mandalay Bay.
Yeah, they were
The Mandalay Bay shooter.
But
Over
I
600
wasn't-
people shot and maimed.
I wasn't there to make sure 60 people were murdered. I was there to have sex with the Shah of
Shah's
Iran's daughter.
And you ordered ham for her down in the drained out fountain.
Yes. And it was dry. I mean, the fountain was dry.
Not the ham. The ham was...
But the ham and the pussy was wet.
So we have a stand-up comedian, one of my kind. Please welcome to ChoomRoom, Dan Black.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Find a spot.
Yeah.
Find a spot.
Yeah.
He's got a limp to him.
Yeah.
He's got a limp to him.
Hey.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
Yeah. Well, I'm here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're here.
Yeah,
We're happy to have
Been
you.
watching the show.
And I know you've got a
Pretty
heart
interesting.
out, so we're gonna get you out of here.
I have a hard out. It's about 25 minutes ago.
Right.
You run a real loose ship over here. Griffin. Griffin is your name?
It's Griffin.
Yeah. My agent told me
Yeah.
the show was. We were gonna talk about some hard hitting issues, kind of like The View.
Yeah.
And
That's
what is
agent's
your
well
deal,
informed.
Griffin? What's up with you? What is it, first off, like what I don't get you. I've been watching you for like 40 minutes. I don't get you. Like what is your deal? How would you describe yourself? I see you're like doing like 70s cosplay.
Is
with like some muted beige tones here? You're wearing a turtleneck, but it's very hot in here.
Yeah.
Is that for fashion, or is that your neck is cold?
I'll be honest
You have
with
a
you.
mustache. What's going on with you? And you haven't said one opinion.
Well, I'll say you're gish galloping right now. I think I can't.
What is that word? A gish gallop?
Yeah, you're.
That sounds like my grandmother's Yiddish.
Yeah.
It's what you do. It's when the horse breaks its leg, you gish gallop into a truck bed
Oh, right.
to the glue factory.
To the glue factory.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the first guest to not really know what's going on, but maybe you're not a political junkie like I am. But we bring great people from all around the spectrum, and we talk about the issues, and we're not crazy people on the left and on the right. We try to find middle ground.
Okay, fine. Let's find a middle ground. Let's talk about something.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's do
yeah.
it. By the way, he
absolutely.
said that Terry Benedict owns the Bellagio. Is that
Right.
Is that Andy Garcia's character from Ocean's 11?
It's not a character. It's a real man, and
Right.
it is Andy
it a real
Garcia. Andy Garcia.
Does Andy Garcia play that?
Yes, if you watched his Andy
Watch
Garcia
out,
episode
he'll
of
get
Hot
you.
Ones, you would know that he is actually a casino
He's a real
owner.
guy. I didn't know that.
that's
That's
right.
interesting. You could have asked that.
Man,
That would have been an interesting fact. I just exposed the first interesting fact of this entire episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know it's a great honor when Johnny invites you to the couch, comic.
And sorry, what was that?
Johnny
Johnny
Carson?
Johnny.
Johnny Carson?
No, wrong time. But it's a privilege. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm giving that vibe off.
Yeah. You're also getting the vibe off of a guy in like the 70s who would like pick up a kid on the
Right.
side of the road, maybe throw
Nurture
him in, like,
them,
a wood-paneled van. The
Become
kid
a
would be
good
gone.
role model.
Yeah.
Maybe get them out of the streets and into college.
That's a good way to spin it. That's a good
Yeah.
way to spin it. Let's hit an issue.
So yeah, your stand-up, you
Yeah.
know, and listen, I mean, come from stand-up comedy. Okay, that's I love to be politically incorrect. I love to push the envelope. How do you survive today as a fellow comic? You know, like how do you do it?
Wait, you're a comedian?
Yeah. I'm-
You push the issues? I haven't seen you say anything funny or push any issues. Like,
Well, it's a
Say
mix.
something controversial.
Well, it's not about being controversial. It's about meeting people in the middle. And
Well, there's nothing controversial about meeting in the middle, but okay. Sure.
I've got a
Yeah.
joke from the agency that we used to tell is, when are these liberal teens going to start being liberal with opening their legs?
Dan,
Yeah.
have you ever told a joke and had someone not get it? Because I feel like that's what's happening here.
What's happening here? Wait, you're telling a joke that I'm not getting?
I
No,
think
I'm
the whole
looking at-
show's
I'm looking to
pretty,
get it. I just-
pretty
it's like-
funny.
I mean, there's some funny things.
You like
happening
them?
here. Yeah,
And
there's some funny things happening here to
Yeah.
my left.
To your
Yeah,
left.
sure.
Yeah.
Each keys are need to move your car right now.
You can toad?
Might. He said move it or get towed.
I have so many guns in my car, the police would not like that. We were both clocking that.
Sorry about that, everyone. Keep it running.
Well, you know what? If we want to argue about something, if we want to find some topics, well,
Yeah.
let's get into some topics.
Well, no, I'm
Let's
not
do some
trying to
panel
argue
questions.
with you. Just to be clear, I'm not
Let's do
trying to
some
argue
panel
with you.
questions then.
Okay.
So panel question number one. It's an unambiguous fact that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself in jail. How would you kill yourself in jail?
How? Okay. Well, I have a couple questions there. But how would I kill myself in jail?
Right.
Oh, I don't know. I've never really thought about that. If I went to jail, hopefully I would survive. But I guess
Sure.
the best way to.
But if
kill
you had to,
how would you kill yourself in jail?
I haven't never really thought about it because I never really, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't do well in jail. Be too
Why, you're that
successful.
confident in the way you look? You
No,
think
I'd be
you're like that cute that
no,
people are gonna want to.
No, not that at all.
Well, I'm just saying it's a little
Yeah.
bit self-involved to think that if you went to jail, everybody wants to fuck you there.
said-
Didn't he say that? That everybody he
He
wouldn't
did.
do well in jail? Isn't that kind of like?
I would do
That's a
well in
lot.
jail because I would be so successful there, and I would build an empire out of there, and we'd break out as a team, and we take over the world.
Wait, what kind of empire would you build there?
An empire of diverse people.
You have the first diverse gang in prison. You'd have to go with the white supremacists. Let's be honest with the way you look, or like I don't know, people like Jeffrey Dahmer fans or something.
I would cross the aisle like I do here on this show every week. I would cross the aisle in jail, and I would say, let's all team up against the real.
This is so
Whoa!
narcissistic.
Do not team up against the real.
sorry.
What? Don't finish that sentence.
You're right. That's too
Buddy,
much.
don't. Can you help?
Moving on.
Don't finish that sentence.
When did everyone here first know that Michelob Ultra was queer coded?
Immediately.
Yeah.
You knew right away.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't it was that a Bud Light thing?
It's a Bud Light
Because
thing.
Bud Light, yeah, Michelob
Yeah.
Ultra has to do with being queer coded.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'll drink any beer. I think
Right.
that it's silly to put any kind
Same.
of connotation on a beer like that.
Yeah.
But you think that Michelob Ultra is queer coded?
I think.
How do you feel when you drink a Michelob Ultra?
I feel like it's coded queer, but I didn't first have the feeling. A lot of people had the feeling.
Right. Yeah, but that's your point of view.
No, it's everyone's point of view.
Is it queer coded because it's like low in calories? Is that kind of what we're saying? It's
I'm more of a Scotchman myself, which I will also say does make me pretty gay.
What does President Biden need to do to win 2024? What's he need to do?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I think that's a good question.
Thank you.
I think that the only thing he really needs to focus on is being, clear and cognitive.
Sure.
Right? He has to cut down on the gaps, but he's been a gaffe machine his
cares?
entire career. And I think his politics, he's lined up with winning.
Lined up.
We saw at the midterms that the progressive policies are what people want. People are they want abortion to be legal and safe and protected. And I think he's all he's got to do is be alive, frankly. What do you think?
I think the same thing. I think he's done a hell of a job. I said before, we're both bikers. That's something I find in common with him. I like that he bikes. And yeah, everything else is like whatever you said.
I think he should stage some kind of mass false flag attack and then blame it on his political opponents.
And what was that? Could you lean a little bit forward, or can you not lift yourself up anymore?
I think the cyanide capsule, I can feel it. It's like you're shitting yourself, and you keep checking if you shat yourself.
It's clearing the system. It's clearing the system.
God.
That wasn't the cyanide capsule.
What do you guys think about Biden? Is there any big weak points right now? He said the gaffes. What do you think, SugarBaby?
I thought Hillary was like really competitive and like really straightforward, and like I think she could really be a good candidate. And I don't know. I'm rooting for her.
Nice. Yeah, you're still with her. That's great.
Always.
Are you a Democrat or a Republican? It's very unclear. Okay, you have a show, but listen, I don't know what your deal is.
I vote for both every election.
Wait, what was that sentence? I vote for both every election?
You could vote for two. Right. People don't know that. You can vote for two.
That's right. Thank you, former CIA agent that knows that.
Are you a registered Democrat or Republican?
I vote in person as a Democrat, and I mail in my vote as a Republican.
You can do that. People don't know that you can do that.
Do what?
Do it twice.
You can do it twice.
There's everyone says ballot harvesting. No one ever talks about, no one ever said you can't do it twice. You could do it twice.
Let's talk religion. How's everyone feeling about God right now?
Gun to your head, Jews or Muslims?
I don't understand that question at all. Meaning that I get killed if I choose the wrong thing, and who's deciding which religion was right or wrong in that? But I guess Jews, because I'm Jewish, right? So I guess
that is. So everyone's adding 20% gratuity to checks. Have we passed the Overton window on tipping waiters? Is that just a forever thing now?
I love when I get tipped.
I'm unfamiliar with the Overton window. That's why I asked your producers for prep questions beforehand that he didn't send it to me.
I'm pretty sure it's when you go through the window and it's
a metaphoric window or like a real window? Are you looking off?
I was hoping there'd be someone there with a sign, but there's not.
You have to hire
I have to hire someone to do that.
Producers, you have to hire them.
Dan, have you ever run a show like this? You got any advice for me?
This should be an off-com.
How do you think I'm doing? There's no parking. Sorry.
Every plane has an attack turret on it, just in case the people try to rise up finally. And every commercial airline has one of those guns that goes. Every single one. You're on a Southwest. Going to Utah.
Right. It's got a gunner.
It's got a gun on it, and it will unfucking load on the suburbs. If even one dad tries to rise up and be like, I don't know, I actually don't like what's happening with the government. From Coach.
So you think the show's going okay though?
What? Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
It's just a little,
So you're
it's just kind of confusing.
You're always confused. You're always like, what am I doing? What's going on? And
I'm always confused?
I was just like,
I tried to get questions from the beginning, and then you say, no, we're down the middle, but you don't actually bring something up.
Right.
I tried to ask you definitive questions, and then you made it like, I'm polarizing, but I'm not polarizing.
I'm a fencer. I'm an expert. It was a joust between us, and we're both still on our horses.
Touche.
Are celebrities like Ice Spice good role models for children?
Who's Ice Spice?
Ice Spice, she's all the rage. And then you know, girls on TikTok are dressing like her. She a good role model?
I love her.
Yes.
Going back to the Jeffrey Epstein question, you know, there's a lot of big names on that plane, like Matt Groening, Stephen Hawkins. Who was your favorite member of the Jeffrey Epstein flight logs?
Well, Bill Clinton, I guess, right?
Sure, he's a classic. It's like liking Coca-Cola. No one's gonna judge you for that.
Yeah, I don't like that facet of him, but as a president, I was a fan of
right.
I was a fan of him.
And that
as a
carries
president.
over into the pedophile rankings.
Well, no, that I don't like. There's no proof of that. If that's all right, sure, fine.
Yeah. And how about you? You know?
Well, the thing with Jeffrey Epstein's plane that they don't talk about is that it actually would do tricks. On the way down to the island, and the pilot, his name was Lucky, because everyone said, how lucky are we to be going to an island where we get to fuck kids? But he would do a loop-de-loop in the sky in the air, and it would send everyone. They'd hit the top. Oh, and they'd go back down, and they would all land into a hole, a body hole.
And you know this.
I was on it.
Oh wow. Oh, so sorry. Okay, guys. So our sets are kind of overlapping. Hi, Borgis. Borgis shoots here as well, so we have to go.
What the fuck is this? Who is Borgis? What is this?
He shoots on the same set as us. He's been really good to us. He's down here too. We gotta go.
I fucking hate
And
this is awful.
have a great show, Borgis. Break a leg. Sorry, I forgot these.
I want to do my intro one more time. What? I want to do my intro one more time.